So hey guys, what the fuck is up? Long time no fucking see. It's actually been like I think 10 days since I filmed last. But it is January 9th, as we all know. And it has been 9 years ago today since everything with Maddie went down. And this time of the year, like 8 years ago, it was like so difficult for me. Like I don't think anybody really knew, aside from like my mom and my therapist. I'm like getting teary at least thinking about it. Like I don't think anybody really knew like the depths of what I was truly going through deep down inside. Like I was truly in the trenches, like miserable, like to the definition, like, and I never like ever thought I would get like better. Like I at the time 8 years ago, I just never thought it would get better. Even 9 years ago, you know, I knew from that day forward everything would be like changed forever, and I knew that. I didn't know that, and you know, for being a teenager at the time and knowing that, like I think that said a lot about like how like wise I was. Like my FBI bestie said I was wise beyond my years, and I think even back then that was true too, you know? And I just never thought that I would like get over the situation and hardly ever think twice about it now. Like I would look at pictures of Maddie and I just like bawl my eyes out, just like fucking bawl hysterically. Like, and now like 9 years later, flash forward 9 years later, I heard like a photos of us at all, unless like past family memories or whatever, you know, and on that, like I just move forward and I can, you know, not cry about it, you know, and I never thought I would get to that place. I think as a result, I don't think I've ever fully admitted something like camera, if I have, I can't remember, but I think I did suffer like fear of abandonment as a result of Maddie drama, you know. I think I have some PTSD in regards to like that, you know, and, you know, after finding out this person, you know, for years, literally years on end, I think that's why Lover Era means so much to me, because I think Lover Era was, like, truly the era that I was over, like, Maddie, for real, for real. Like, that's why I always go back to the era a lot, because, like, I'm, like, frozen. Like, Taylor literally wrote Why You Left Me About Me. Like, there's songs that I relate to, obviously, from, like, other artists, but, like, not as much as I can relate with Taylor, you know? And she literally wrote Why You Left Me About Me. Like, I was that girl, like, literally years ago, who was pining after this person, never thought I would get over it, you know? Like, and, you know, I just wish I would have known what I knew back. I wish I would have known what I knew back then. I know it's like cliche and corny, like everyone says that, but it's like really, really true. Like I was sure like deep in the trenches, you guys. Like like I said, I don't think people really understand like how like miserable and like depressed and like so sad I was. Like I was actually diagnosed with depression. I've never been diagnosed with depression in my life until that situation happened, you know? And you know, I would like pine about this person for years and years and years. And now that like, we're just like acquaintances at best, it's like, and like, I wasted all that time, like pining, being so depressed and miserable, and for us not even to talk at all, me not to care at all, like 9 years later. It's like, your whole world shifts, like my whole world shifted because of that. Because I lost my pap, 2014, then 2016, the drama happened with Maddie, you know, and two of the close people in my life, like, pretty much back to back. Obviously, not literally, but, like, figuratively, you know, back to back, metaphorically back to back. In less than 3 years' time, it's a lot to deal with and cope with, you know? You know, I owe a lot of credit to my therapist, you know, who I've, you know, she was amazing and still is. Like, she really is. She really helped me a lot. And I think my mom, obviously, did too. My mom and Taylor, like, Melanie Martinez, like, those, like, only four, like, really helped me out a lot. And, yeah, like, I never thought that I would get over it, you know, and I never did, you know? I never did. Like, truly, genuinely, I was like, I'm never gonna get over this. Like, and I don't think people really understand that, you know? And now I'm just like, I don't care at all anymore. Is my lover cardigan isn't a Gorgie? And I know it is, but, you know, it's just, I've come a long way. And I don't give myself the credit for that, but I've come a long way to try and get over this person and try and move on. You know, I definitely have come a long way. And I'm very proud of myself for that, because I never give myself credit for, like, how far I've truly, genuinely come. Even if, like, I had I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were like, how do you feel, like, retrospectively, looking back? And, like, honestly, like, I feel like I'm completely different. I've evolved so much. I've changed so much. You know, I've grown my hair out. You know, I've had different hair colors. I've moved rooms. I've completely changed styles. You know, I've grown a lot, and I've come with my own ideas, like, when it comes to politics, and I'm pretty, you know, set in stone, that kind of stuff, you know? And I wasn't 9 years ago. That's for damn sure, you know? I mean, I would still listen to Taylor, you know? But, like, my hair was short, you know? Like, I wasn't as naive as I was then. Or I was more naive back then than I am now, obviously. And, you know, it's just so... It's like, wow, you know? Like, the fact that I, like, don't even think about it at all. And, like, this is all that was on my mind constantly 24/8, 9 years ago. I still, like, cannot, like, even, like, I can't explain it to you guys. Like, I just can't bear that feeling of how I felt then versus how I feel. Like, you can tell in my videos, like, how depressed and, like, miserable and upset I was over this person, you know? Like, I wrote songs about this person, you know? And some are about this person, some are not, you know? Because I've been asked, like, who's this X, Y, and Z about, you know? And no one will ever know. I only know because I wrote them, so I will only know the truth. But, yeah, like, a lot of my songs were about the Maddie situation, you know? Not all of them, obviously, not a lot of them. Well, maybe a lot. No, I don't know. There's maybe a couple handfuls or so. So I have, what, like 40 songs? Maybe more, probably more than that, right? But maybe like 10 of them are about this person. And I'm just like, whatever, you know? Like, it's just, like, so weird. Like, literally, like, we're getting rally tomorrow, too, thank God. But, like, it's just, like, this time, 9 years ago, like, I truly thought my life was, like, over. I was so devastated, so heartbroken, so blindsided by this, like, loss of friendship, you know? And to make it to the other side, like, if you were telling me I would make it to the other side, like, I was talking to this other person, too, and they were like, yeah, I knew you'd make it there. Like, I knew you would. I genuinely, like, truly, deep down did not think I would ever. Granted, I was, you know, still a teenager, like I said, so I was so young and, you know, not even an adult yet, but, like, hindsight 2020, like, looking back, I'm not glad that I went through that because it made me who I hate when people say that, like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Like, no, I was in misery and agony every day. I don't miss that at all. Like, I don't want to be back at that place. I don't want to be, like, at all. But it did, I think the thing with me is, like, I always, like, truly love myself. Like, I always have, you know? I always, aside from, like, parental love, like, I've never had, like, true, genuine love from another person, you know? Or outside of my family members and stuff, you know? Like, I've never had, like, true, genuine, like, love, you know? People have told me they love me, obviously. But, like, has it ever felt, like, genuine? I mean, yeah, maybe with another person, my best friend, yeah. My other, like, former best friend, maybe so. But I think that relationship ran its course too, unfortunately, due to politics, you know, and I'm not willing to waver, neither are they, so whatever, it is what it is, you know. And they can believe what they want, I can believe what I want, it ends there, you know. But it's just, I like, can't believe how far I've come, and, like, I don't give myself the credit for that at all, like, hardly ever, you know. Yeah, like, it just never, you know, like, I don't know. And now, like, there's really nothing else to say, you know, I've pretty much said everything I needed to say, you know, the past 8 years, you know, now 9, including this video, you know. But I've come a long way, made it to the other side. I never thought I would. And I think, like, being on, like, Ubu, it was, like Skype back in the day, you know, freshman year. Like, that was really, like, all I had. Like, I don't remember talking to many people freshman year, like, friends-wise. Like, I really don't. I really don't. But I love that I've always, like, true to myself. I've never wavered on anything. Like, I've always true to myself. And that turns a lot of people away. You know, I've lost a lot of people as a result of staying true to myself. But, oh well, you know, like, oh well. I may or may not be in love right now as well. And I never thought I would say that out loud. But, like, I never thought that would happen for me either. You guys remember I would, like, be single and, like, thought I'd be single forever. And in a way, I still, you know, sometimes feel like that. But, someone is saying that. But, yeah, like, I never thought I would get over this person, like, ever, you know. And the fact that I, like, hit the other side. You know, this therapist was a catalyst, for sure, but I definitely was another piece of the puzzle, too. You know, my mom, too, for sure, you know. Without those two, like, I would have probably went ballistic my freshman year. Yeah. You know. Like, I really have come a long way. Like, I really have. Like, and I always stay true to myself, despite how depressed and miserable and upset and sad I was. I always stay true to myself. I still cracked out videos, and you guys had no idea I was depressed. Like, I still went to school every day. I colored my hair. I went through a lot of changes, for sure. I cut my bangs in 2018. You guys remember that? Like, yeah. Like, I went through a lot of life crises, but I still came out of it unscathed at the end of the day. You know, I still came out alive, and I never thought I would have, you know? And I think that's the fact that I stayed myself this whole time, and I stayed true to myself, and I had my own thoughts, and I never wavered, you know, for anyone or anything, You know, because like I said, people have come and went as a result of me not wavering and me like staying true to myself, you know, because that turned a lot of people off. Like, I am a lot to handle. I am a big personality, you know, and not intentionally. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I stand out from the crowd. I do. Like, I always have and I always will. Like, I was going through my yearbook from like senior year and like people were like, I'll never forget you, like, or whatever, like you're one of a kind or whatever. Like, I always like, that was like nice to hear because I know I am. I know I'm one of a kind. I know I'm original. I know I'm one of one. Kind of like Taylor, my mom, you know, and my grandmother. They're like, can't be replaced, you know. And like my grandfather, my dad's mom, you know, I just cannot be replaced, you know. And I think that I know that about myself, and I always do that about myself. And I think me just always staying true to myself. It's like, if you want to leave, great. If not, then stay. You know, I don't care. I'm not going to beg you, you know, like, I'm just not going to, you know? And the fact that I'm, you know, I would say honestly probably 100% healed from that, you know? And I don't think I've ever said that on video either, but I think I've been there for a while and I've just never admitted it. Yeah, it's just, I don't even think about it at all unless I'm like literally filming, you know? Like, and it's so bizarre to think about because this is all I thought about 9 years ago, 8 years ago, you know? 7 years ago, you know? I think 2019 is where I really started like, okay, bitch, like move on, you know? Fresh out the slammer, you know, like, I move on. Camera flashes, welcome bashes, get the matches, thought she is off the ledge. But, like, seriously, you know, like, I just never thought I would get over this person. And I did, you know, so. Took a while, took a lot of tears, took a lot of years, literally, but, like, I eventually did, you know. And I also wish I took, like, school more seriously, too, back in the day. You know, I was so, like, just depressed and, like, miserable. Like, just didn't even care about school. My memory's always been bad. We all know that here. My memory's been really bad. It always has been, you know. That's actually what I went to therapy for originally for, was my memory to get it, like, back onto, like, quote-unquote normal, you know, whatever that means. But yeah, like, people who, like, never went through depression, like, don't understand, like, truly what it's like. I was, like, in the trenches, like, down deep in the trenches, like, so miserable, like, so upset every fucking day. But I still went up and I still did everything. I still went to school. I still colored my hair, you know. I still went on, it's like, you wouldn't even tell. Like, I can do it with a broken heart. Like, that song was literally me. You guys have no idea. Like, I was so depressed, so miserable, you know. I love the word miserable. It's, like, such a good, what's it, adjective. I love that word so much. It really is. It really described me my freshman year, probably through a lot of junior year as well, you know. But yeah, you guys, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Next year's the 10-year anniversary, so it's been a decade. It'll be a decade next year, which is, like, mind-boggling to me. It's so, like, weird to me that it's literally will be a decade next year, you know? Like, wow. 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 But yeah, you guys, I think that is it. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm trying to make this 13-minute mark, so hopefully we'll get there. But yeah, like, next year, maybe I'll just, like, make, like, a montage of all the videos. It's, like, an anniversary. Maybe, and then maybe, like, at the end of it, I'll, like, go on the, like, I'll actually film, like, a new clip for the 10 part. Maybe that's what I'll do, if I remember that. Hopefully I remember that. I probably won't, but that's a good idea. Like, put them all together as a montage. You can see, like, my mood go from, like, so, like, miserable, you know, sad, and then so a little bit happy, and then completely, like, here we are, you know? Like, I did it. You know, I came out alive, you know? So I guess that's it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. We're getting ready this week, so I don't know if I'm going to film a list video, because I do have one planned. But yeah, you guys, I love you guys. And I didn't share my hair either because this happened when I had naturally curly hair, so it was kind of like inauthentic in a way, but I love sharing my hair as real. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys. And I also definitely knew that if we were to be friends again, too, like, nothing would ever be the same. Like, I feel like I knew that, even back then, you know? Like, the slim chance. I feel like I knew that. No, like, also, like, where was where you left me when I needed it most? Like, I could have used it 10 years ago, like, or not 10 years ago, but, like, 9 years ago. Like, what the fuck?